have to ask you, CJ, in terms of these price targets, how many times have you raised it over the last year or so as Nvidia just kind of continues this upward trajectory?
Yeah, good morning, Leslie. It's probably 2 or 3 times. I think the great bang was, a year ago, when you had that massive beat in August. And, I think since then, data center has continued to surprise. But when you take a step back and you think about acceleration inside data centers looking forward, we're only about 8 or 9% penetrated. And Jensen's view of the world is that we're going to 100%. And if that's right, there's a long runway ahead. And I would surmise that the street will be raising its price targets for many, many, many times over the coming years.
Do you think that at these levels, the pace of innovation that you describe, the runway that you describe, is already priced in, or do you think it's still misunderstood by the market?
I don't. I think that the seismic shift last year was the announcement of moving to an annual cadence in terms of new technology releases. And it's a very powerful change statement where essentially I think Jensen is basically saying to everyone else that he competes with, catch me if you can. And his holistic view of the data center as one large GPU means that he's not only investing in core GPU, but CPUs, the networking, overall networking fabric, all of the connectivity. And, I think that if he can do what he has done in the prior decade over the coming decade, that the gains that he will offer and the reduction in the cost of compute will truly make AI ubiquitous.
What companies, CJ, or whole sections of this industry, therefore, are effectively dinosaurs? Because if that's what's happening and they're taking over all these other functions and creating a new kind of galactic computing platform, there have to be net losers that would otherwise be getting, these orders and this much capital investment.
Yeah, it's a great comment. I think Broadcom did a great job talking about kind of NVIDIA's mainframe strategy, as they call it, versus more of discrete best of breed. And, I think that NVIDIA is really securing the training market, but I do think the inference market, will have an opportunity for many other players, whether it's custom silicon, by Broadcom Marvell, or whether it's AMD with their own GPU. So I do think that there's, a big enough playing field here for success for all those companies. But if I think about the company that's going to grow the fastest and hold the dominant share, I continue to think it'll be NVIDIA.
And yet you say in your note that, quote, AI ROI remains a bit of an enigma today. What do you mean by that? And kind of what are you hearing from your channel checks on that front?
So, when you take a step back and think about NVIDIA's data center business going from, $1 billion or $2 billion a quarter to now $25 billion, and obviously moving even higher over the coming quarters and years, it begs the question, what's the return on this investment? And, I think today we're sitting in such early innings that it's going to be hard to see. What we tried to outline in our note this morning was, give certain use cases, whether it's in biotech or whether Walmart or things like that. And it's, I'd say it's the rightful, question mark, but I think it's hard to truly get a bottoms-up vision to the benefits of these investments. But obviously that's the key question, because if there isn't an ROIC, then at some point these investments will have to stop.